throwing commercialism, someone throwing stones is like an act of vandalism. But see, we vandalize the earth to destroy all the trees and have no disregard for all the animals and the fish and everything. So understand this. The people who are here flying around on this earth causing this weather formation to fight back at you and get your attention are the people that own this earth. They are the people who ordained me as the person responsible for this planet. But we have a government that, even though they can see that everything I'm saying is true, they want to sit around and you know what I'm saying, make everything hard and this and that. So that's why they're all going to be eradicated. Don't get mad at me for saying that. I'm saying this to you guys so when you actually do see it happen, when they be moved out of the picture, you're going to understand how important it is not to be trying to combat these people. They know best and they know what they want. They have trained me very well. And that's the reason why I can't find jobs here, because it's stuff that's demanded to work on these jobs. When people see me, they know I'm not a part of that profile, so they will not hire me. Because they know I will come in there and turn that pig pen into a legitimate business where everyone that works there will have God energy. They do not want God energy on this planet. That's why I had to get sent here from so far away. But I can't fail. That's really the truth about it. I cannot fail. So it's on and cracking.
Oh my God. Yes. That's unbelievable.
Is it snow? Snow? It's snow in
Oh my God, it's snow!
No! It's snow in Auckland for the first time. It's snowing for the first time in Auckland.
You know, I want to tell everybody out there something. When I don't tell people what I get told to tell, and then it happens later down the line, I feel really bad, because I know if I would have told people when I was supposed to, when this happening would have occurred after me pre-warning everybody about it, it would be no need for it to happen again, because people would have been warned. But a lot of things that I see happening, like snowing in Oakland, snowing in LA, all that stuff I was supposed to tell people. But because of fear of persecution and just laziness and just not being really responsible, I just didn't do it. So now I see all these things happening. And I didn't warn people, so that's the reason why I made it perfectly clear every time I tell someone about a prophecy. Don't look at my personification as saying that. You need to know about the spiritual energy that's encapsulated inside of me, being a person that's ordained, qualified, appointed and anointed, and wise enough to be able to tell you what to expect, because that person arranges it. Believe that.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would...
What a hypocrite. It's really good for him to say that, sitting up as the president, delivering that to all the people he's trying to get money out of their pocket. But we all know it's bastards like his ass and the rest of those people that sits up in Congress that has called world dissension. So he can just blow all that out if he wants to, but he ain't pushing that off on me.
Vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Well, we already know how our differences would vanish, because we as citizens, we all want to get together. We all want to do something. We're all scared as hell. Not the government. What are they talking about? Let's build more prisons. Let's put more niggas in jail. Same old crap. Because that's all they know. That's why these aliens are here. And they don't want to tell you that, because they think they're just going to go away and we can just continue doing what we've been doing. Wrong.
Well, switching gears big time now. You've all heard about the end of the world in 2012. But could it be much, much sooner? Well, there's a whole lot of talk.
Okay, we're in 2013, so we know we can't listen to the news or the government anymore, especially when it's something not as important as when we're all going to meet the end of the world. See, they shouldn't discuss important topics like Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus, things that we know will happen, okay? Important things like that. Let's don't talk about the end of the world, because you know what? It's never going to happen. There is going to be a day when you be recreated. So the chance of you dying is a little bit more unlikely than the chance of Santa bringing your ass a Christmas present for real. I mean the real Santa, not some uncle or some unemployed person with a damn suit on.
Going all around the solar system, that certain things we've seen recently should be taken as signs of something big being right around the corner. From the devastating earthquake in Japan to massive flooding in the U.S., the likes of which we've never seen, tornadoes, volcanoes, all kinds of natural disasters. And now, we're expecting a comet Yellen will be coming close to Earth, relatively speaking, in just a few short months, expected here on October 16th of this year.
Look at this. That's how it came to the Earth. You see the light? You see it? April 20, 2011. You see Ivory Coast? Do you understand this spiritual energy coming to the Earth from that sunlight? Look at what's going on here. Let me show you. See, I already told you guys how I got here. Look.
And will be coming close to Earth, relatively speaking, in just a few short months, expected here on October 16th of this year. 16th of this year.
Look at that image right there. Do you see it? I want you to pay a real good attention to that, all right? Tell me what that looks like. Is that cosmic vagina I'm telling you about? What does it look like? Don't that look like some coochie right there? You see that? You know for a fact you can put that woman, you know what, right there. Okay? We can all see that. You can put some hair around this thing, and I don't care what nobody say, you are looking at the cosmic vagina, showing you energy, spirit. It can also look like a man holding his hands up if you want to see that. Okay? You can see that in there if you want to. Okay? That's not what I see. What I see is this is the geometric formation that begins all geometric formations. Until you come through this geometric formation right here, you can forget about it. But it's showing you, like I've always told you, the union between the heaven and the sky coming to earth. And there it goes right there. What's above is below. You can see that diamond right in there. You see? There it goes. What's above is below. And it's definitely the female coming down here to earth in the form of, like I always tell you, Asara Setepara came here on the sunlight. You don't have to believe it. I don't care. You can see the segment colors all around there. Let's keep watching. You'll see. Watch this. It's going to get good. From the nothing comes the absolute, and back to the nothing must in return. Look at this. It's always the sunlight. See? What's above is below. You can see that. You see segment. You see it goes top to bottom. Look at that face there. What was that? Ooh. What do you know about that? It bugs me that goes there. It really does. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's 9 o'clock and it's still all yellow.
I'm gonna back. See the top and the bottom. Same thing with the sunlight. You see segment. Okay? Then look at that guy there. Who do you think that is? Huh? Why is it a guy? After the light came to the earth, did it show you that a man came out of that vortex? You think that's what it was saying? Let's go look and see. Is it telling you that a light became a man? Could that be what it's saying? Let's see.
It's 9 o'clock.
Let's go look
and it's
again.
still all yellow.
What's going on here, but you can see the
Okay, let's don't go look
horizon
again.
of just this brilliant.
Hey, you know, you guys, I'm from Detroit, Michigan too, just so you can know. So I guess some things speak for itself. From the Africa coast, Ivory Coast, to Detroit, Michigan, the city I was born in. I mean, it's just really amazing that it's so much connection, you know what I mean? I ain't talking about that face
9
there.
o'clock and it's still all yellow.
What's going on
I used to
here,
always see
but
this type of stuff
you can see
in Detroit, Michigan.
the
Windsor, Ontario, it's kind of like right across the Detroit River.
brilliant shade of yellow.
Over by Ontario.
That's making
It's not
everything
really
yellow.
far from Detroit. It's just
With
water,
yellow
a
tint
body of water that
everything.
separates
And it's the
Michigan
most
from Canada.
bizarre thing I've ever seen.
See, Montreal, Canada is where we used to always go to watch those hockey games. That's right across from the Detroit River.
So what do you think that is? Bizarre. Yeah, but it looks like
He
aliens.
said it's a czar. No, he said it's bizarre.
It's not closing up.
But I mean, I've never seen anything like that. Or anything in that direction? So the sun's over there.
We're the only agency in the federal government that's responsible for the safety and well-being of people not only here on Earth, but off this planet. Think about the natural disasters that could occur in your area. Think about attacks that could come like 9/11 from outside forces, and talk to your family about your work and what they need to do to prepare for the unforeseen. Know what it is that you're going to do. Know what it is that you want your family to do if an emergency arises. But most of all, be prepared.
Okay, now you know what? That is some really good advice. I mean, it really is. I'm not going to lie to you. He said something about rely on your family.
Know what it is that
This is
you're
what he
going
said.
to do. Know what it is that you want your family to do.
Okay, what do you want your family to do? You see how he just separated himself from the Americans? Okay, this is the governing body talking to you right now. Okay? All right, now I'm just going to point something out. If I was so in a position where I totally rely on my family, meaning that I didn't have to give all the freaking taxes that I've given up my whole 52 years for him to sit here now and have, or suggest that you have an organization with your family. We can organize all freaking day. We don't have no fucking money. After we organize, we can't pay for what we've organized. Maybe he doesn't know that. Because we've given all the money to him, and now all of a sudden, we need to rely on our family, who they destroyed. Okay? This is why the UFOs is here, because we get these type of politicians always pulling the snow over our head. No, you know what you do? You rely on your whole community. Your whole community is your family, because these guys obviously are not. Because he's not even intelligent enough to say rely on your community. Because then you'll be too close to discovering that. But wait a minute. Doesn't that mean you too? What are you doing with all the money we've been giving you? Why is there so much war equipment on the planet and we're so broke? But then here it is, when these people come along, you're trying to make everybody believe there's some reason that we should feel we at war and be terrified. But you want to back out now and say, depend on your family.
If an emergency arises. But most of all, be prepared.
See? Because we going in a hole. See the spiral? Isn't it funny these spirals keep shopping
Know what it is that you're going to do. Know what it is that you want your family to do if an emergency arises. But most of all, be prepared.
These spirals are something else. Every time you see bad weather around this planet, whether it's tornadoes, hurricanes, snowstorms, windstorms, just like I told you, they come in a spiral formation, just like the spirals on your fingertips. I learned that in Dr. Muwada Ashby's book. I also read about that in the lady, Sousa, how do you say that? She made that book called, what was it called? It was called Black Dog Through Whitewash. And her name is spelled S-U... Wow, why can't I think of that right now? It's Sousa, I think it is. My mind go blank sometimes, you know. And then I also listened to this other guy that talks about health. S-E-B-I is his name, Dr. Sebi. So those are some of the people that you guys might want to, all this stuff right here with these spirals and everything.